Hey there folks, GK here. I was recently asked by a friend of mine how to automate a Botania Gourmarylis, and we went through the motions of automating it in 1.7 as we did previously on the server that we were playing on, and it got me to thinking, does it work in 1.10? Well, here we are, Minecraft 1.10.2. I've got a few mods in, and the answer is yeah, actually it works pretty well. You can compact it down quite a lot. This is the automated Gourmarylis feeder that I was messing around with in one of my previous Let's Play series. It's fairly simple. Your food goes here into this dispenser. When it receives a redstone pulse, it ticks and spits out food. Gourmarylis eats food, produces mana. Mana goes into pool. Comparator reads from pool. If the pool is full, it stops outputting. Whenever a redstone pulse comes from this mana detector, it resets this sequencer, which is delay 25, once 2, second tick is enabled, and resets the whole thing again, so it ticks out another food. I'm going to build this again, and I'll explain to you as I go along. So I've got all the ingredients in my inventory. So the first thing you want to do is place down your mana spreader. You generally want the mana spreader first, because your Gourmarylis will bind to it. And if you place the Gourmarylis first, you'll just have to start messing around with your wand, so it's just quicker this way. See? Bound. So, this is going to pass through a mana detector, and we're going to use a potency lens on it. There we go. To make sure it goes pretty fast. And it's going to go straight into a mana pool, right on the other side of the mana detector. Following on from there, we are going to pull from the mana detector a redstone signal from this comparator, and that's going to go into 2 pieces of redstone here. Now this comparator needs to be in subtractor mode, and there needs to be a lever behind the pool which subtracts 13 from the comparator. So in other words, when this mana pool has 14 out of 15 parts full, the comparator will put out a signal of 1, and when it's 15 and 15 full, it'll output a signal of 2. 13 plus 2. Makes sense. This is going into a dispenser, and in the dispenser, your food of choice. Simple enough. So, the last part is the most complicated, and I was looking for a way to get a timer system working, because previously I used a Project Red timer around about here, or a state cell, so that whenever this would output, the state cell would lock, and whenever this would tick, the state cell would reset. So in other words, if this stopped ticking, the state cell would continue to go around and eventually pulse this, so it would output a signal, and whenever this was full, the state cell would be locked. We can't do that in here because Project Red doesn't exist in 1.10, and I haven't found anything comparable yet. So we're going to be using a sequencer from RF Tools instead. So, place the sequencer on the ground. Depending on the side of the block you aim it, that's where it will go. We want it to go to this side so that the red arrow is facing towards the redstone. Sequencer needs to have the second tick enabled. The delay needs to be 25 or a second and a quarter. And it needs to be once 2. Restart if a new pulse arrived. Cycle the signal once. And that's it. It's all done. Add your food of choice. The Gourmarylis eats the food. It generates mana. Mana goes into the ball. The mana detector pulses with the mana and keeps resetting this sequencer. So, when the Gourmarylis finally runs out, as it should do any second now, you can see it in there. There you go. This will tick, and another one comes out. Your Gourmarylis starts all over again. There we go. And this will keep going until your mana pool is, as I say, 15 out of 15 full, at which point this will stop. You can then put your sparks on this and then feed it out to another bulk mana pool bulk mana pool setup. Just to confirm this works, let's grab a couple of mana tablets, stick them in there. They will fill up the fabulous mana pool. It's fabulous, don't you know? And then when this gets, as I say, to 14/15 full, the comparator will output. So let's keep an eye on that. So it should be around about here. There we go, 14 and 15. That last pulse always triggers the Gourmarylis again, So that makes sure it's nice and full for your next round. But otherwise, this system then locks. You see that even though the Gourmarylis is full, obviously because the mana pool is full, there's nowhere to output. It's not using up your extra food, which is nice and convenient. And it's nice and neat and compact. I wish I could get it more, but I think, you know, what is this, 4x4? Yeah. I like it. It's good. I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.